Imagine this. You go quiet, thinking it will make her feel your absence and spark a rush of emotions. But instead, she seems completely unaffected. Why doesn't your silence have the impact you expected? What's going on in her head, and why does it seem like she's moving on without a second thought? In this video, we're going to uncover the truth behind her indifference and reveal the hidden reasons why your silence isn't working as you planned. But here's the real twist. This isn't just about going silent. It's about making every moment of that silence count, creating an emotional pull that she can't ignore. Stick around to learn the key strategies to turn the power of your absence into something that will truly get her attention and make her miss you in ways she can't deny. 1. Why silence often fails and how to make it work for you. Silence can be a powerful tool, but it's all about how you wield it. When done right, it can spark curiosity and make someone miss your presence. However, if you approach it the wrong way, it can backfire. Here's the truth. A lot of people believe silence will automatically make someone realize their worth. They think, if I just stop texting, she'll start to want me. But the reality is, silence only works when it's backed by confidence, not desperation. Picture this. You stop reaching out, but deep down, you're glued to your phone, waiting for her to message first. She won't feel the void you think she should, because on a subconscious level, she senses you're still emotionally invested. Silence only becomes powerful when it's genuine, not when it's used as a tactic to get a reaction from her. This is where most people mess up. Women are intuitive. They can tell if your silence is a manipulative game. Rather than creating intrigue, she might see it as a sign of insecurity or emotional immaturity. True silence comes from a place of personal growth, self-care, and emotional strength. It's not a tool for manipulation, but a reflection of your own confidence and independence. Silence only has its full impact when it's rooted in the power of your self-respect and peace. Without that foundation, all you're doing is creating empty space. 2. The mistake of expecting instant results from silence. Patience is one of the hardest virtues to practice, especially when emotions are on the line. After deciding to go silent, many men expect results almost right away. They think she'll notice by tomorrow or she'll miss me by next week. But here's the hard truth. Relationships, emotions, and human behavior don't follow your clock. Silence isn't a quick fix. It's more of a slow, strategic build. Consider this. If she's used to hearing from you all the time, it's going to take her a while to adjust to your absence. Initially, she might even feel relieved, thinking, finally, some breathing room. But as days stretch into weeks, that relief starts to fade, and something deeper begins to shift: curiosity, confusion, and eventually longing. The real issue comes when you find yourself staring at your phone, waiting for her to text first. This mindset undermines the entire process because it keeps you emotionally tied to her reaction. True silence means letting go of all expectations. It's about releasing the need for instant validation and trusting the flow of time. The lack of immediate results doesn't mean your silence isn't working. It just means the emotional impact is building beneath the surface. Patience is crucial. Silence is a marathon, not a sprint, and those who master it know that the real rewards are earned over time. 3. How women process silence differently than men. Let's dive into the unique way women emotionally process silence. It's not the same as how men do. When a man goes silent, he often expects an immediate reaction, thinking that she'll feel the weight of his absence right away. But that's not how it works for women. Women process emotions in layers, and silence impacts them much more gradually. At first, she might not even notice your absence because she's still operating under the assumption that you'll reach out sooner or later. She's used to your pattern and believes it'll continue. But as time stretches on, cracks start to form in that belief. She starts asking herself, why hasn't he texted me? Is he really done with me? Has he moved on? That's when the emotional shift begins and the impact starts to take root. Here's the real twist. Women are often much better at hiding their emotions than men. Even when your silence begins to affect her, she won't necessarily show it on the surface. She might appear unbothered, but inside, she's questioning everything. This is why patience is key. Silence works on women because it creates an emotional void they can't easily ignore. It forces them to face feelings they've been pushing aside and gives them space to miss you, not just the you they see, but the energy, presence and attention you once brought to her life. It's a slow burn, but when the emotional wave hits, it hits hard. Understanding this is crucial. Silence does affect women deeply, but it takes time for that emotional tide to fully build and wash over her. 4. The importance of focusing on yourself during silence. Silence without personal growth is like a car with no engine. It won't take you anywhere. One of the biggest mistakes men make during no contact is doing absolutely nothing with their time. Instead of focusing on self-improvement, they sit around obsessing over whether she's thinking about them. But here's the truth. No contact isn't just about her missing you. It's about you becoming someone she would actually miss in the first place. Pause for a moment and reflect. What have you done to better your life since you stopped talking to her? Have you started a new hobby, improved your fitness, or boosted your confidence? Or are you simply waiting for her to notice your absence? Women are naturally drawn to men who have purpose and drive. When your silence is paired with self-improvement, it sends a powerful message. You're not just sitting around, you're moving forward, building your life. Eventually, when she starts noticing your progress, whether through social media, mutual friends, or running into you in person, she'll feel a shift. She'll begin to ask herself, did I underestimate him? Did I lose someone amazing? That's the power of focusing on yourself. Silence combined with growth creates an undeniable impact, forcing her to reassess everything, and that's when the real influence of your silence begins to take hold. 5. What really makes her notice? Here's the truth most people won't tell you. It's not just the silence that makes her notice, it's what you do with that silence. If you're sitting around doing nothing, she probably won't even notice your absence. But if you're out there living your best life, the energy shifts. Women are deeply intuitive when it comes to energy. They can feel when a man is confident, focused, and thriving, and they can also sense when he's not. Think about it. Silence without substance is forgettable, but silence combined with confidence, growth, and purpose is unforgettable. It's not just about being quiet. It's how you carry yourself, how you interact with the world, and the energy you radiate. When she senses that you're no longer emotionally reliant on her for happiness, it triggers something deep inside her. She starts to feel your absence, not just in a physical sense, but on an emotional level. She'll start wondering, why does he seem so happy without me? Did I make a mistake? The key to making her notice is shifting your focus entirely off her and onto yourself. When you're genuinely confident, happy, and thriving, it creates a magnetic energy that's impossible to ignore. She'll begin to question her own decisions and feel drawn back to you, not because you begged for her attention, but because you didn't need it in the first place. That's the real secret to making her notice. 6. Why chasing her always backfires. Chasing someone who has pulled away from you is one of the quickest ways to lose respect and power in any relationship. When you chase her after a period of no contact, what you're really communicating is, "I don't value myself enough to wait for you to recognize my worth." This behavior doesn't just diminish your value in her eyes, it reinforces the idea that she holds all the power in the situation. Think about it. When you chase, you eliminate the mystery, the tension, the intrigue. It all fades away because you've laid everything out on the table. She no longer needs to wonder what you're thinking or how you're feeling, because you've made it clear. Here's the hard truth. People are naturally drawn to what they can't fully have. It's human nature to desire what feels out of reach. By chasing her, you make yourself too available, and unfortunately, accessibility often leads to a lack of appreciation. So what's the better approach? The key is patience and self-respect. Instead of chasing, focus on building a life of confidence and independence. Let her come to you. When you step back, you give her the space to reflect on her feelings and realize what she's potentially losing. It's not about ignoring her. It's about showing her that your world doesn't revolve around her approval. This strategy not only preserves your dignity, but also makes you more attractive in her eyes. She'll start to see you as a strong, self-assured man who doesn't sacrifice his worth for anyone, and that's when you really start to shift the dynamic in your favor. 7. The psychological impact of absence. When you step away from someone's life, you create an emotional void, and that void has a powerful effect. Absence forces reflection. It's during these moments of silence that people truly start to realize the impact you had on their lives. This is especially true in relationships. When you're no longer easily available, her mind begins to fill in the gaps. She starts to replay old memories, analyze past interactions, and question her decisions. This psychological process, often called emotional withdrawal, can be incredibly potent. When someone gets used to your constant presence, whether it's your texts, calls, or just your attention, they build a sense of comfort and routine. The moment that routine is broken, her mind goes into overdrive, trying to understand the change. She might wonder, why hasn't he reached out? Is he seeing someone else? Did I make a mistake? These questions stir up emotional tension, and it's that tension that leads her to think about you more. But here's the key. The effectiveness of your absence depends on the value you brought to her life. If your presence was enriching, supportive, and memorable, your absence will carry weight. However, if you were inconsistent or overly dependent on her for validation, your absence may not have the same impact. This is why focusing on self-improvement and personal growth during no contact is so crucial. The more you strengthen yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically, the more your absence will make her realize just how much she's missing. 8. How to respond when she reaches out. At some point, your silence will likely prompt her to reach out. It could be something casual like a "hey," a random question, or even a more thoughtful message. No matter the form, this is a pivotal moment in your dynamic. How you respond, or whether you choose to respond at all, can significantly influence where things go next. When she does reach out, your initial instinct might be to reply immediately. However, it's important to resist that urge. Responding too quickly or appearing too eager could undo the progress you've made with your silence. Instead, take a step back and evaluate the situation. Why is she reaching out now? Is it because she genuinely misses you, or is she testing the waters to see if you'll react? Understanding her intentions is key to responding in the most effective way. When you do choose to respond, keep your tone calm, composed, and confident. Avoid diving straight into heavy conversations or addressing past issues right away. Keep the vibe light and engaging. If she asks how you've been, share something exciting or positive about your life. Show her that you've been thriving without her. This subtly communicates that you're not waiting around for her attention, which piques her curiosity and keeps her intrigued. The key is not to play games or appear distant for the sake of it, but to maintain your independence and self-respect. By responding thoughtfully and confidently, you shift the power dynamic in your favor. She'll see you as someone secure in themselves, and that kind of self-assurance is magnetic and incredibly attractive. 9. Why confidence is the secret ingredient. Confidence is the cornerstone of attraction. It's what makes people take notice, and it's what leaves a lasting impression. During no contact, your level of confidence, or lack of it, will be one of the key factors in how she perceives you. If your silence comes from a place of insecurity or fear, she will feel that energy. However, if your silence comes from a place of strength and self-assurance, it becomes a powerful statement in itself. Confidence isn't just about how you present yourself on the outside, it's about how you view yourself on the inside. Do you see yourself as someone worthy of respect and love, or are you constantly seeking validation from others? The beliefs you hold about yourself shape your actions, and your actions in turn shape how others perceive you. When you genuinely believe in your worth, it creates a natural magnetism that attracts others to you. During no contact, focus on building your confidence through self-improvement. Set personal goals, develop new skills, and invest in activities that promote your growth. When she sees you thriving and happy without her, it challenges her assumptions and makes her reconsider whether letting you go was the right decision. This shift in perception can reignite her interest and make her see you in an entirely new light. Confidence isn't about arrogance or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing who you truly are and standing firm in your value. When you embody this mindset, your silence speaks volumes about your inner strength, and that's what truly leaves a lasting impact. 10. The importance of staying true to yourself. No contact isn't a game or a manipulative tactic. It's a chance to reconnect with your true self. The moment you start using no contact as a way to control or force her behavior, you completely miss its true purpose. The goal isn't to make her miss you, it's about rediscovering your own worth and creating a life that brings you happiness, independent of anyone else. Staying true to yourself means setting healthy boundaries, prioritizing your well-being, and living authentically. It's about not compromising your values or self-respect just to win someone's attention. When you stay true to who you are, you naturally attract people who appreciate and respect you for your genuine self, not for what you can do for them. During no contact, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Dive into your passions, nurture your relationships with friends and family, and invest in your mental and physical health. By doing so, you'll not only feel more confident and fulfilled, but you'll also create a life that's truly worth sharing with someone special. And here's the most empowering realization. When you stay true to yourself, you realize that your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else. Whether she comes back or not, you'll be in a place of strength, peace, and contentment. And that's what no contact is really about. Not about trying to win her back, but about winning yourself back. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful and gained some valuable insights, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with someone who might need this advice, and subscribe to the channel for more empowering strategies. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. As always, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Stay strong, stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.